Okay, bro. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam. How are you?
Good, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Um, Also good.
Okay. So you see my screen, right?
Right.
Okay. So let's start. Okay. So we are talking about today VTP. Okay. So hello, I am audible.
Yes.
Hello. Okay. So
Yes,
let's
bro.
start. Are you ready, right? Are you ready?
Right. I'm ready.
Okay. So let us start. So today we are talking about the VTP. Okay. So VTP, where we are using, why we are using, we are cover everything in this session. Okay. So
Okay.
VTP is the virtual trunking protocol. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, we are using on the Cisco switch. So what is the VTP? So VTP virtual trunking protocol is Cisco-proprietary Layer 2 messaging protocol. This is the protocol for use on the Cisco switch.
later.
Okay,
Okay.
layer 2 Cisco switch.
Okay.
Suppose that we have a multiple uh, switch in the network environment. Okay, so that time suppose that the we configure the VLAN on the one server switch, and automatically all data will be synchronized to the another switch. So that's why we are using the VDP. Okay. A
Okay.
VDP according to suppose that we have a 100 switch in our network environment. Okay. That time if you configure the every switch, so it will take the more time, and also should be manage the time. That is best practice of the network engineer, everyone. Okay. So actually we are management the times. That's why we are using VTP, and there are three types of VTP. Okay. One is the server, one is the transparent. It means mode of the three. There are three mode of the VTP. One is transparent, one is the server, one is the client. Okay. So we will configure three methods. Okay. And what is the work of server and transparent and client? So also see, I also show you. Okay. So
Okay.
use, what is the use of the use to manage the VLAN configuration across the switch in the BTP domain, but should be configuration every switch in the single domain. Okay. If you all switch have a on the single domain, so easily data to forward to one switch to another switch, and every data we can add the VLAN, we can delete the VLAN, we can edit the VLAN, we can naming the VLAN. Matlab, it means that everything we can do it. Okay. And
Okay.
everything is possible, and reduce the need and configuration VLAN manual and the every switch. So go to next slide. I hope you are understand, right?
Right.
Okay. So what is the VTP mode? So just I already before tell you, and one is the server, one is the client, one is the transparent. There are three mode. Okay. So
Okay.
where we are, why we are creating the server? So can create the modify and delete and VLAN everything. Suppose that this is the default mode. Okay, server. Every switch, I will show you on the Cisco packet tracer. Every switch you will see VTP mode is default. Okay. But should we create the VDP mode, that time we can assign the define the clients and transparent and server. Okay. So if you configure the server mode, that time we are able to we are able to everything modification. If you want to modify, it means create, modification and delete. Yeah, we can create the VLAN, we can modify the VLAN, we can change the name, everything we can do it. But if you create, if you assign the client on the switch, that time we cannot change anything. Suppose that only this is the client is the receiver. It means not transmitter. Okay, and server should be transmit the data to client. Okay, and client only receiver. Client cannot
Send data.
receive, client cannot forward the data to server.
Mm,
Client only receive the data from server.
from server.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, got it.
Yeah, and same like that transparent, but the transparent only forward the VTP message, but does not accept any, doesn't receive any data from server side and doesn't receive any data from client side, or does only transparent forward to data client, server to client. Okay, and this is
Okay,
also there are three version. Version 1, version 2, version 3. This VTP have a three version. One is the version 1, one is the version 2, one is the version 3. Okay, bro.
okay,
So yeah, so now you have a clear, right? So go to next slide. So we are talking the VTP domain and revision number. The VTP domain, all switch must be same domain. Suppose that if you create the same network, so should be all switch domain in the single, all switch domain in the single domain. Okay. So how to create the domain on the switch, I will show you on the Cisco packet traces also.
okay.
And this is the also revision number and importance reset and division number. We adding the new switch. If you add the new switch in the same environment, so you can assign the revision number. Without revision number, we cannot assign the new switch. Suppose that our network infrastructure also designed it and also configured, and if you want to suppose that add the new switch additional, so that time important is the revision number. Without revision number, we cannot able to add the new switch. Okay, you understand?
O-
So now go to next slide. So next slide is the VTP version. I already showed that. I already explained that there are three version. One is the VTP1 version and one is the VTP2, one is the VTP3. But depend, if you have the VTP1 version, that time basic VLAN propagation. Okay, and if you configure the VTP2, that time add support and token ring and the VLAN pooling. There are this future we can use it. Okay, if you configure the VTP3, that time support extended
Extended
VLAN.
VLAN.
Yeah, yeah, better authentication and disable VTP of the mode. Okay, bro. And
O-
this is the BTP configuration command. BTP first, if you configure the BTP, that time BTP mode and server. BTP domain, and if you domain supported ccna.com, yeah, faisal.com, yeah, google.com, anything you can edit. I also should be create the password for security person purpose. Without, if you not configure the password, that time that is not secure your switch, so should be configure the password for authenticate all switch authenticate through the single password. Okay,
Okay,
also we can choose the VTP version, which version we are using, version 2 or version 3. So depend, also we can choose on the switch. And also Ethernet gigabyte port also assigned, and also should be suppose that a link port should be in the trunk port. Okay, so go to
okay,
next slide. Yeah, so best practice and set the BTP password prevents unauthorized change. And so we can go it. Okay. So that's it. Theory part is completed. I hope you understand about the BTP. So now we are going to the Cisco packet tracer, and we can configure the BTP while we are using the BTP. And I open the Cisco packet tracer, and just give me 1 second. And this is the Cisco packet tracer. Okay. So suppose that I just check the topology about the BTP. Oh,
Yes, bro.
so you see, right? I show you. This is the all switch connected to the TP node. Okay. So now we will configure here VLAN. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I connect. I have a doubt about the theory. No?
Sorry?
Do you have any doubt about theory part?
No, but your voice is low.
Now I am audible.
Your voice is not clear.
Hello.
Yes, now you are
Hello.
audible.
Now, 1 second. Maybe I think send the request Basit. So let me check. Just 1 second. May I not receive? 1 second. Basit called me. Bro, 1 second. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, 1 second. Okay. So right now, hello. So now, suppose that. Hello, Faisal bhai. Hello.
Yes, bro.
I
Bolo.
am audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So we are configure here the VLAN. Okay. Second. Give me.
Bro,
We
which switch we
configure
are
it.
configuring? Which switch we are configuring?
Right now we are configuring this first one.
First one. Okay, fine, fine.
Bro, actually, you didn't you attend the session late. Actually, today we are talking discuss about the VTP, virtual trunking protocol. So,
Okay.
do you have any idea? Do you have any idea about the VTP?
No, we TP I don't have.
Okay, so just once give me 1 second, and I
Okay.
tell you. Just but our theoretical session has completed because you joined the session 15-minute delay. So
Yes,
as
yes,
per
yes.
our schedule according, already you have late. So this is the VTP. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
VTP, yeah, VTP are using for virtual trunking protocol. So I already
Okay.
explained it everything. This slide is also completed. So I
Hmm.
will show that how to configure VTP and explain also there what is the use person. Actually, BTP supported if in the network environment we have a multiple switch. Right now we have a one, two, three, four, five switch in our network environment. So
Okay.
suppose that if you want to configure the VLAN on the every switch, it will take more time. It means
Yes.
too much time it will consuming. So we
Okay.
are using BTP protocol, virtual trunking protocol, and we will configure we will create the VLAN in the server switch, then automatically synchronize the transfer the data. This server switch to client switch automatically transfer to the data. No need to
Okay.
configure here.
Okay, fine,
No
fine.
need. Yeah, all data synchronize automatically all in the
Yeah.
all switch. It means suppose that if you configure the client, this is client, this is also client, this is also client, this is also client switch. Only we
Yes.
configure the server
One
this client.
server switch.
So all data synchronize client to server automatically, but should be configure all the switch in the single domain. If you have
Oh,
all switch in the single domain, then automatically synchronize the data. If yeah, so actually we are using for save the time. If you configure individual every switch, it will take maybe more time. And
yes.
so there, yeah, so that's we can consume saving the time. And we are use the BTP protocol. And you know about the VLAN, right? How to
Yes,
configure the
yes.
VLAN.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so you also know what is the VLAN purpose. But should be one more thing. You every time take care. If you configure the BTP that time, you keep this point should be this link each in the trunk. Okay, as a trunk. If you not configure the trunk, so we cannot forward this switch to data to switch one to another switch. It is not possible. So
Okay, okay.
that spot should be in the trunk.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And
Okay.
same another. This is no this port is not trunk port required. This is also only you configure access port. It will be work. Okay, but switch to
Okay.
switch should be configure the trunk port. Without trunk, we cannot able to the
Send the data.
transfer the data to one switch
Yes.
to another switch. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any doubt?
Yes. Bro, regarding that server switch, you said no. That server switch we should
Okay.
is that separate one, which means that we need to choose the server switch as separate, or we can
Okay.
take one
Okay.
switch
Okay.
and
Can
we
you can
yeah.
you can you speak loudly?
Okay, fine, bro. If you had said that there we will have one server switch and we will use that server switch as VTP protocol, right?
Right. BTP
Yes.
protocol.
So for that server switch, we will take the separate server switch, or what if the normal switches, we will take the normal switch and we will make one normal switch as a server switch? How it is being considered as a server switch?
No, no need to consider to support that you are your question. I understand. Thank you for
Yeah.
your question. It means you are asking me ki, how can identify the switch? Ki which switch we will consider the server switch and which switch we can consider the sorry client switch, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is not depend to depend your network architecture and depend your throat ki which switch you want to make the client and which switch you want to make the server. Depend your
Yeah.
depend your network engineer team and depend your throat. It is not mandatory ki suppose that I make this is only a client and this is only server switch.
Server.
Yeah, so yeah, only but our architecture I make it this is the this one is the server switch. Just
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
change
Now
the
I
color.
understood. But I'm asking that, is there any commands or something that we need to make that switch as a, we need to consider that as a server switch? Is there
Yeah,
any
yeah, yes,
commands?
bro.
Uh,
Without 1 second, without command, how to assign the server. Command is also
okay. Okay.
required. Without command, we cannot only suppose that 1 second. What is yeah? So suppose that this I make one. Suppose that this one. Okay. So
Okay.
I show you how to first you know also if you go to configuration then you should be first go to the CLI mode, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so now we are coming in the CLI mode and this is the enable
Enable.
mode. Every Cisco switch we can configure that time. Enter the first time, that time we are in
Enable.
the uh,
Enable.
enable. Click the enable.
Yes.
Now we are go to privilege mode. This is the
Yes.
privilege mode. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now we can configure terminal. I put the
Mm.
command configuration terminal.
Mm.
Now we are came in the configuration
Terminal.
mode. Yeah,
Oh,
configuration mode. So
okay.
first we will check here कि VTP is configured या not configured before. Okay.
Okay.
So first we
Okay.
will check the VTP
Running configures.
status. VTP protocol is running. Yeah, uh, still it is not running on the switch. Okay.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
can apply the command. Uh, we can apply the command. So VTP. So VTP status.
Do show VTP status.
Yeah. So now we
Oh,
see the status, right? You saw my screen, right? So
yes.
you see here BTP version capable 1 to 2 running version running 1. Okay, and domain
Okay.
not created. BTP domain not created. So it means not running. And also keep it
Okay.
the
Okay.
in your mind. This is the every switch in the uh, BTP operating mode, every switch default in the server. So we can change in client and transparent. And also you know about client and transparent and server. There are three mode.
Mm.
BTP, there are three mode. One is the server, one is the client, and one is the transparent.
Transparent.
Okay,
Mm. Bro, 1 second. 1 second.
okay,
Let me note it down.
okay. Note down, no problem. Hassel, why? Do you have any doubt?
No, bro.
So you have a clear, right?
Right.
Okay, so I go to
This side.
now we are starting the configuration. Okay, yeah, you asking me tell.
Bro, what is full name of VTP virtual?
VTP, virtual trunking protocol.
Trunking protocol. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Mhm. And trunking means without trunking.
So we go to configuration. Okay.
Okay.
So first we will assign all switch in the domain. Okay. So VTP, I put the command VTP domain CCNA. Okay. This is our domain. CCNA is domain. Okay. So now
Okay.
assign change the VTP domain. Okay. So now configure the VTP. So I also change and also configure the VTP password. Okay. Password I assigned CCNP and hit enter. So now also I configure domain and password also configured both. Same I will configure on this switch. So go to enable and go
Hmm.
to configuration mode, config terminal. And now
Terminal.
we came in the configuration mode. Now enter the VTP domain CCNA. Sorry, VTP domain CCNA. So now also set the domain on the second switch and also configuration the password. So VTP password CCNP, right? We will give the equal password on the every switch. So that is best practice for everyone. Okay. Hello.
Hello, bro.
Yeah, I am audible.
Yes,
Yes, bro. 1 second. Can you just scroll down top side?
Where?
Scroll up. Can you
Check.
scroll up the comments? I just need to see that.
Okay.
We will do one. There is one command no, to show whether it is running or not, whether the VTP protocol is assigned or not. For that, we will write the comment. Do show VTP, right?
Okay, no problem. I will share with you command. Don't worry. Okay. Just you see
Okay.
that and understanding. I will share with you later command. Okay, don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
So
that is better for you, right?
yes.
रिकॉर्ड भी है
Yeah.
वो
So
भी देख.
only you see that we which command apply and what is the came output. Only you see that we type we enter the input and what we will get the output. Okay. So just you understanding the what is the going on. Okay. And then I will share with you later uh, BTP command. Okay. And you can then try it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine.
So
Fine.
now we are configuring VLAN 3. So also we assign this switch. Uh, we also assign this switch BTP domain CCNA, and also I set the password BTP password CCNP. Okay, but also we configure the BTP mode. BTP mode. I make this one transparent. Okay, and also I make this one server. Just BTP mode server. So now already this configure the server. I make this one transparent, this one server, and I make this one client. BTP client. Sorry, BTP mode client. Okay. So now we have second switch, we have a client, and third switch we have a transparent, and now I make this one client.
Bro, let me
Enable
ask you one thing.
configuration. Yeah, tell bro, no problem.
So for server, we will do the command instead of that client, we will write VTP mode server, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's the difference, right?
Yeah, that is different.
So the
Right now we configure here VTP mode server. This is the server, and this is
okay.
the client. So client command I applied VTP mode client. This is client. So
Once
this
again, that
client
red one is
this
server,
server
right?
this is the server switch. So server switch we configure the VLAN, so automatically synchronize, automatically transfer the, automatically forward the database, forward the data to switch number, forward the data to switch 2, and automatically synchronize here the VLAN in the database. So no need to
Okay.
configure the VLAN here. Only
Hmm.
we configure the VLAN on the server switch, and automatically data sent to the switch number 2 client switch, and automatically here synchronize the data and automatically assign in the switch database, and we can see that, and same VLAN work.
Okay.
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 Yeah, so now we configure this one client. Also, we configure this one client. So this assign the domain first, VTP domain CCNA, and
VTP password
VTP
CCNP.
VTP password CCNP,
Then VTP
and
mode
also
client.
assign the mode VTP
Client.
mode client. Okay,
Yes.
this is our
Okay.
client. So this switch our client.
Okay.
Same configure I will make it here. Enable, go to configuration mode, terminal, switch port, not switch port. So I will make later this one. Just I saw that. Okay, so now we will
Bro.
configure.
Now this comments are a server switch, right?
Yeah, this is the server switch.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
hello.
I'm yeah. I can. Yeah,
You are
I'm
here.
watching. Yes. I'm watching. I'm watching. Okay.
Okay, so now start the configuration. Yeah, I am waiting for you. Hello, are you writing?
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
writing? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was writing. And now finished. Now you can move.
Okay. Okay. So let us start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we configure here. Uh, we assign this port fast Ethernet 01 in trunk, and we also assign this port fast Ethernet 01. Also, both are in trunk.
Trunk.
So click the interface fast Ethernet 0 by 1 switch port mode, switch port mode trunk. Okay, bro. So I configure this port in trunk,
Bro. One
and I
second.
also
Can
configure.
you, bro? 1 second. Can you help me out on just telling how we will how will be the command for making that port trunk,
Yeah,
assigning
I saw
trunk?
you. I saw you. First you assign this port fast
Yes.
Ethernet. Go to
Yes.
interface fast
Uh,
Ethernet 0 by
uh,
1. Okay,
okay.
this is the interface. Now you come in the
Yes.
interface. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and then switch port mode access. If you
Mm.
configure access, that time you click the access, but we will configure the trunk. So make the trunk, keep
Trunk.
a hit
Okay.
enter. Now
Switch
both
port mode
port are
access,
configured in
then
the
switch
trunk.
port mode
Yeah,
trunk,
now
right?
now both port are in the trunk as a trunk. Both port now both port are working as a trunk. Now
Yeah, okay, okay. Fine.
now it is not in the access.
Okay.
So same like that we configure in the another switch.
Yes.
So exit and enter pass Ethernet 0 by 2 switch port mode trunk.
Trunk.
Okay.
Okay.
So also I
Okay. Okay.
configure this port in the trunk, and I also configure another switch number 3 config. Already we are in the config mode, so only
Yes.
to put the command switch port interface fast ethernet 0 by 1 switch port mode trunk. So we also assign this port. Okay, now we configure port number 2 exit come back interface fast ethernet 0 by 2 and switch port mode trunk. So now also assigned, currently both ports are assigned as a trunk. So both
Trunk.
ports are working as a trunk. You understand? So
Yes.
now we configure the next switch and interface fast ethernet 0 by 1 switch port mode trunk. So we have a one port interface fast ethernet 0 by 2 switch port mode trunk. So now configured, now assign the all port in the now configured all port as a trunk and all port
Trunk.
are working as a trunk.
Ah.
Okay. So yeah, so now assign all port in the trunk. Okay. So if you want to check the port status, which port is the up, so put the command interface and so you can see that which configuration is running in my switch and switch do so
Show.
run. We can put it this command, then we can see that our port is which command which configuration is running on the switch. Okay, so you see that.
Show running configuration, right?
Yeah, so you see that. Yeah, you see that interface this one we configure the switch port mode.
Okay.
Okay, and now so now we can save this configuration. So we can configure save the copy and copy run copy startup extra no 1 second, you come back exit and you can save it uh, right memo. So now we configure this configuration. Okay, so
Mm.
now we can see right now we didn't have configured the VLAN on this switch. So go to configuration mode, config terminal, and I show you to show VLAN brief. Okay, so currently all VLAN in the default group. So didn't have configuration the VLAN right on this switch. All port are in the
Diff.
default VLAN one is the default. So all port is active in the default port default VLAN. So right now we are configure the VLAN and assigning the VLAN. Hello Faisal bhai, are you here? Yeah, are you left?
Yes, yes, I'm here, bro. I'm
Hello.
watching. I'm watching, bro.
Oh yeah. So you see that right? You have
Right.
any doubt? If you have any doubt, let
No,
me know.
no.
I give
Okay.
answer. Yeah. If you get any doubt of Faisal bhai and Basit both, and let me know. Okay, without hesitation, anytime
Okay.
you contact us.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we can go ahead. Okay. So uh, now we are assigning the here VLAN support that 15. Okay, name IT VLAN 100 name HR. VLAN 150 name engineering. Okay. VLAN 200 name sales. Okay. I configured VLAN 1 2 3 4. So now go to exit and so do so VLAN VLAN brief.
Brief.
So you see that right here 1 2 3 4. Bro, you see that right?
Right. One,
VLAN
two, three.
configuring. So now I check here another switch. This switch configured. Yeah, I still didn't have configured the VLAN. So let me check as per our protocol according, as per our BTP according, should we configure there. If you not configure, then our BTP protocol is still until not applied on this switch. So do so VLAN brief.
Brief.
Yeah, so you see that I didn't configure here, but you see that now same VLAN is you are able to see on this switch, right?
Right.
Hello, Basit, are you here?
Yes, bro. Yes, yes.
You see that?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, you see that actually only we configure on the server switch, but we automatically assigned on the client switch. You see for VLAN, VLAN IT, VLAN HR, VLAN engineering, VLAN for sales. But only we configure only we applied the command on the server VLAN, right? But we are able to see on the client switch also. So right now we go to this is the transparent. This is the this switch is the transparent. So we check there it is configure or not configure. So do so VLAN
Brief.
V- yeah. So here is
Or
not configured, right? So I already explained that you before in theoretical part if you configure the transparent
transcript.
protocol, that time data will not synchronize, only forward transfer the data forward to the data, but it will not
Receive.
accept the
Receive.
configuration. It will not accept the configuration from to server. Okay, only forward to the data, only this data will forward to another switch, but it is not accept the data from client. Okay, so now we see to another switch number fourth. There is configure or not configure. Just verify it, cross check. Do so VLAN verif. We applying this command. So we also see right VLAN 1, VLAN 2, VLAN 3, VLAN 4. Right? Faisal bhai?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So because this is the client switch, this is the client switch, this is the server switch, and this is the transparent switch. So client automatically assign the data from or assign the VLAN and synchronize the data from server switch. Okay,
Switch.
and transparent didn't synchronize the data from server, only transparent the transfer the data forward the data to next switch, another
Switch.
switch.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was not accept the data. Transparent was not accept the data, only forward to data to next switch. Okay, so I
Okay.
hope you understand. And so as per our schedule according, maybe time is also over and this session is also closed. So maybe you understand how to configure the VTP. And if you have
Bro,
any doubt related to VTP, so let me know, I will explain you.
ब्रो ये जो स्लाइड्स है ना ये भी सेंड कर दें आप।
Okay, no issue, I will send you later after the class. So hello, Basit bhai, hello, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have any doubt?
No, bro.
Okay, so we can stop the session here, and we will continue tomorrow as per schedule according. Actually, we have a only 45-minute every day session, so already we left 45 minutes. Uh, okay, so we can
ओके
continue tomorrow. Okay, on the same time. If you
Okay.
have any doubt, let me know. I will explain you about the BTP. If you have any doubt regarding configuration, regarding theory, if you have, let me know. I am here with you.
Tomorrow I will ask, bro. Before starting the session, I will ask if I have any doubt. I need to do that. Okay.
Okay, no problem. If you have doubt, no problem. Tomorrow you can ask me. I will give the answer. Okay. Okay, so we can close it. Okay.
ओके ब्रो।
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Nice to meet you.